Good morning, everyone. Today, our team will present to you Unit 9, Social Issue. We are Team 9, and here are my team members. First is our team leader, Trương Lan Anh, then Phùng Gia An, Hoàng Hải Linh, Nguyễn Thu Trang, Vũ Nhật Anh, Đặng Phạm Duy Khánh, and Trung Nguyễn Bay. For table content, we have 7 main parts. First is what is the social issue, how does it affect the community. Second, the current situation of social issue. Third, the cause of social issue. Fourth, the consequence of social issues. Fifth, solution. Sixth, the importance of having a correct understanding of social issues. And final is gain. Now, let's go straight to part 1. What is social issue and how does it affect the community?
There are 1.8 billion people around the globe aged between 10 to 24, the largest generation of young people in world history. Young people today have greater opportunities than ever before, yet they also face greater challenges than any previous generation. We have entered an era of uncertainty with increased inequality and injustice, world hunger, climate emergency, forced migration, poverty, conflict, COVID-19, disinformation, and the rise in hate speech. But from Bray to Beirut, across Melina to Cape Town, Oyster Haven to Osaka, young people are connected, have opinions, and should be heard on the issues affecting them and others around the world. More importantly, if supported, young people can find and provide the solutions needed to end all forms of poverty, fight inequality, tackle climate change, and challenge the causes and consequences of the issues of their time, while ensuring no one is left behind. Recent turmoil and change at a global level has allowed a more self-centered, anti-immigrant and nationalistic view to find voice, audience and action. If we are serious in our quest to create a better world, we must support and empower young people to have empathy, value, solidarity and be meaningfully engaged in the global community in which we all live. Young people must be at the table and have their views valued.
So, firstly, the early use of the term social problem are found in the writing of 19th century intellectuals, including John Stuart Mill, the British philosopher who coined the phrase. As such, social issues is a state of affairs that negatively affect the personal or social life of individuals, or the well-being of communities or larger groups within the society, and about which there is usually public disagreement as to its nature, cause, or solution. Social issue affects the community in many serious ways. For negative, it makes the community weaker and stable. Community fixing them require collective action and fair policies. For the economy, it causes poverty, unemployment, and crime, reduce opportunities and growth. For health, it's pro-healthcare, addiction and pollution, lower life quality. For these visions, it's discrimination and inequality create conflict and disrupt. For education, it weakens schools, limits skills and future success. For governments, it's corruption and injustice, weaken trust in leaders. For environment, it's overpopulation and disaster, strain resources. But all social issues also expose flaws, inspire action, and push society to improve, such as awareness and advocacy, stronger community, innovation and solution, policy and legal reforms, and lacks personal and societal growth. Now, can you tell me the current situation of social issue, Lan Anh?
Yes, sure. The reality of social issue today is becoming more serious and complex than ever, impacting all levels of society. Although there have been global efforts to address this issue, many country actions are still insufficient, and there is a lack of cooperation between developed and developing countries remains a major challenge. Social inequality and discrimination based on race, gender, and religion are also prominent social issues. Protests against racial discrimination and gender equality continue to take place strongly in many parts of the world, especially in Western countries. However, the issue remains unresolved and discrimination in education, employment, and healthcare varies. The sad criteria at birth SRB in Vietnam is current. 111 boys for every 100 girls, higher than the normal range, 105 to 108. Every year, Vietnam is missing approximately 45,000 girls due to sex selection. This is the gap between the rich and the poor widening. The gap between the rich and the poor is widening. The COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated in situation as poor and vulnerable groups have suffered more severe consequences, while the wealthy and powerful have been able to recover more quickly. Additionally, environmental pollution and waste management are becoming serious issues in many countries. Large cities are facing smoke pollution and severe water contamination, affecting public health. However, many places still lack strong policies to address this issue, while public awareness of environmental protection remains limited. Finally, mental health issues are increasing urgent. Stress from work, academic pressure, and social isolation in modern society have led many people, particularly young people, to face problems such as depression, anxiety, and other psychological disorders. And although there has been a shift in awareness, the lack of mental health services and stigma still prevents many from seeking help. According to surveys, the issue of entering employment is a concern for 85.2% of students in the Southeast region, the highest rate in the country. And the employment rate in Southeast region is 4.66%, the highest in the country. The reality requires society to implement strong and comprehensive solutions to create a fairer, more sustainable and healthier living environment for everyone.
Thank you for your share. Now we know about the current situation, but what is the cause of social issue? Can you tell me, Thu Trang?
The cause of social problems come from various factors. First is unemployment. Unemployment creates the financial stress, reducing the quality of life and lack of motivation, since then affect families and society. The second is gender inequality. Gender inequality causes restrictions on rights and opportunities in society that affect economic development and increase tension in the community. The third is lack of education. Lack of education for disadvantaged children prevent them from approaching modern society or making wise choices for the future. The fourth is family problem. Family issues such as domestic violence, discrimination, unhappy families, etc. create an unstable environment, leading to psychological tension and negative impact on children's development. Since then, the impact spread to the community. many other causes and social evils, environmental pollution, conflict wars.
Thank you for your share. Now for part 4, the consequence of social issue. I want to welcome my friends Hoàng Hải Linh and Nhật Anh to share you some interesting facts.
Of course, social issues have some positive effects. Social issues like racism, climate change, or gender equality often push society to educate itself. People learn about different cultures, experiences, or scientific facts they may have ignored before. Social issues often highlight flaws in systems like healthcare, education, or flawed enforcement, pushing governments and organizations to improve. Social issues often lead to grassroots movements and policy changes. They encourage people to vote, protest, volunteer, or run for office. In facing social challenges, people often come together and feel stronger. More empathetic communities share struggles can create solidarity and resilience. Social issues give space for underrepresented groups to share their stories, shape discourse, and influence culture.
Today, I would like to talk about the negative consequences of social issues. Social issues such as poverty, unemployment, inequality, or crime affect not only individuals but also entire community and nation. Firstly, poverty leads to poor living conditions, lack of education, and limits access to healthcare. This creates a cycle where people cannot improve their life, affecting future generations. Secondly, unemployment, increased stress, and mental health problems is also cause people to lose motivation and hope, which can lead to crime or social unrest. Another serious consequence is inequality, which includes discrimination, body shaming, or bullying. When people are treated unfairly or spoken badly about, it causes emotional pain or destroys self-confidence. Bullying, especially among students or on social media, can lead to anxiety, depression, or even worse outcome. This behavior breaks trust and makes society less united and safe. Finally, crime, a result of many social issues, threaten safety and stability, is increased fear among citizens and diminished trust in society. In conclusion, social issues create serious challenges that harm both individuals and society. To a better future, we must work together to solve it.
We have heard the consequence of social issue, but what about the solution? How we can solve the social problem? Can you tell me, Hai?
addressing common social issues requires collaboration between governments, communities, and individuals. Poverty stems from a lack of basic needs like food, housing, education, and healthcare. Solutions include expanding welfare programs, promoting financial literacy, providing microloans, building affordable housing, and regulating rent. Unemployment can be reduced by creating jobs through infrastructure projects, supporting small businesses, and offering vocational training in modern sectors. Social inequality caused by discrimination based on race, gender, religion, or economic status should be tackled with anti-discrimination laws, fair wages, diversity promotion, and empathy education. Education must be made free or affordable with more schools in underserved areas and the use of online learning platforms. Supporting disadvantaged students help break the cycle of poverty. Healthcare should be accessible to all, especially in remote or low-income areas, through public systems, mobile clinics, and health education. Homelessness linked to mental illness, addiction, and housing shortages can be addressed using the Housing First model and integrated support services. Crime, often rooted in poverty and inequality, can be reduced by investing in education, youth centers, and justice system reforms focused on rehabilitation. Finally, eliminate mental health stigma. Society must encourage open conversations, train people to recognize signs of distress, and invest in mental health services.
After watching the video and the share from Zihang, I think as a student we have to know the importance of having a correct understanding of the social issue. The better we understand, the better we can do to change. So, for the importance of having a correct understanding of social issue, I want my friend Zaan to share with you.
The first is promote awareness empathy. Understanding social issues like bullying, mental health inequality, and peer pressure. They can become more empathetic toward others. The second is prevent harmful behavior. Teenagers are often influenced by peer pressure and may not always recognize the harm caused by actions like bullying, exclusion, or body shaming. The third is foster critical thinking. Teenagers who are exposed to and encouraged to think critically about social issues are better equipped to evaluate situations and make informed decisions. Fourth, it encourages positive social change. Teenagers are often the ones who drive change in society by understanding social issues, and they are more likely to become advocates for positive change, whether it is speaking out against injustice, supporting mental health awareness, or pushing for policy change. The last one is improve mental health. Teenagers today face increasing pressure, both academic and social. By understanding the mental health issues many of them peers face, they can better support each other and seek help when needed. In short, understanding social issues is vital for teenage students because it helps them develop empathy, critical thinking, and a sense of responsibility. It empowers them to be compassionate, informed, and active, participating in both the local community and the wider world.
A quiet corner of the schoolyard during recess, a bench under some trees, peaceful atmosphere with distant sound of students playing. Chang is sitting alone on a bench, holding a book quietly morphing the word to memorism, who forgot into having entered abroad from the distance, smuggling.
Look what is nerd doing, still studying. Will she appear tired? Probably thinking she's being attacked or something.
Probably think she's class genius or something.
Studying? Catch up? Catch up?
Please accept no book, no strength, right?
Just a nerd that acts so general. You only act so perfect. You only get praise. But what's the point of studying so hard for, child?
I just want a better future.
Wow, listen to that. Sound like cheesy drama.
Well, maybe you two will be the star of the drama too. I recorded everything. This time we'll see when you push down.
You dare to film us?
Yeah?
Shut it! Let's see, this money, take this money. I have already taken a video.
Alexa, and come with me to the office. We need to talk now.
Yeah, someone had to. If you want to speak up, it's only keep this happening. You go to the office. Thank you, ma'am. This time, when they come up to you, say something. Because silence is just make them strong.
Now let's move to part 7. It's a quiz game. Now look at the image and guess the name of the book or issue being presented. The first one, what is this issue called? England, please. The answer is body saving. That's the correct answer. Thank you. Number 2, what is this issue? I recall feeling.
It's cyberbullying.
It is the correct answer. Thank you very much. What is this issue called? Ngọc Anh.
My answer is looking for job.
That's the correct answer, but my answer is unemployment. Now move to number 4. What is this? I would call Minh Anh. My answer is insect lady. That's the correct answer. Thank you. What is this? Number 5. May I ask? Nice.
I think it's mental health issue.
Thank you. That's a good answer. is this? Number 6. Please.
Answer is TikTok addiction.
Thank you. That's the correct answer. Number 7. What is it? Google, please.
My answer is light.
This is correct. Thank you very much.
Now, that's the end. Thank you for watching and listening to our presentation.